welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. We're coming to you from Clint's Comics right here in Monroe, Louisiana. And this month and next month are the Viewer's Choice episodes. And just like I said at the end of last week's episode, y'all have the opportunity of letting me know exactly what shirts y'all want me to wear. And the majority of y'all voted for this Green Lantern themed Comic Hero tee, so I'm wearing it. And I want to thank everyone who has voted. And this will, and of course, I'm going to be doing this every week. And because I really don't have anything to talk about. But anyway, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. All right, last week's episode, I asked which Green Lantern is a living planet. Well, the correct answer is Mogo. And 5 people have answered correctly, and I'm about to draw their name. So the winner of the free Comic Hero tee for this episode is... Let one slip out of my hands. April Daughter from Philadelphia, Mississippi. So congratulations, April. You win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. All right. Here's the question for next week, and I'm expecting a lot of people to get this right. What is Deadpool's favorite thing to eat? And here's a hint. I ate one at the very end of episode 99. As a matter of fact, I ate one just before I got up here today. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free Comic Hero tee in next week's episode. So, I gotta ask. Any questions?
Questions I walk around in. Questions I didn't prime in. Questions
All right, I only have one question. This question is from Brandon Ringo, aka the Evil Twin from West Monroe, Louisiana. He asks, what are your thoughts on the Iron Man mantle being switched to Riri Williams? Is it productive diversity or just pointless? Well, Brandon, after reading Civil War II #1, it kind of makes sense because, oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know, in Civil War II, at the near the end of it, both War Machine and She-Hulk get killed by Thanos. And I think this is going to cause Tony Stark to step down as Iron Man, and then Riri Williams will step in right after Civil War II. That's my... Now here's the thing that y'all should know about me. I have no problem with diversity as long as it's done right. Like when Sam Wilson became Captain America, that's diversity done right. Or when John Stewart became a Green Lantern, stepped in, for an injured Guy Gardner. That was done right. The only thing that the diversity gone wrong, in my opinion, was when they made the Catwoman movie. I mean, I think they did all right casting Halle Berry, but the script was awful. I mean, for those of y'all that remember that movie, it also earned a Razzie. And I know my sister is watching this, and she is very mad right now because Catwoman is one of her favorite movies. But I'm sorry. I don't pull any punches on this show. I give my opinions. I have an opinion just like everyone else does. I just believe that there was just diversity gone wrong. And me, the way I see it with Riri Williams becoming the new Iron Man after Civil War II, that kind of makes sense. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it for right now, but if I read it like one single issue where it's just wrong, then I will say it's wrong. But for right now, I agree with it. All right, that's it for any questions. Now, keep in mind, the Any Questions segment is now a limited segment on the show. In other words, it will not be on the show unless somebody has a question. All right, now my good friend, Chad Blackwell from Woodlands, Virginia, has requested a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight that is both cosmic and powerful. Representing DC, we have Superman. And representing Marvel, we have the Silver Surfer. These two are gonna duke it out in a segment I like to call
The Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Welcome to the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Today, it's Superman versus the Silver Surfer. Superman possesses superhuman strength, speed, durability, intelligence, longevity, flight, heat vision, freezing breath, and extra sensory and visual powers including X-ray vision. The Silver Surfer wields the power cosmic, granting him superhuman strength, endurance, and senses, as well as the ability to absorb and manipulate the universe's ambient energy. He can also heal living organisms, cast illusions, create interdimensional portals to other locations including microverses, phase through solid matter, exercise some level of control over the astral plane, see through time and detect objects in concentrations of energy in light years, and to perceive matter and energy in subatomic detail, including the life energies of living beings. Who will win? This would start off with a lot of flying and a lot of punching. Superman would then use his heat vision to knock the Silver Surfer off his board. After successfully doing so, Superman attempts to break the Surfer's board in half. However, the Surfer telepathically summons it back to him. The Surfer then absorbs the cosmic energy throughout the entire solar system and delivers a blast so powerful that it knocks the Man of Steel out unconscious and sends him on a collision course back to Earth. Silver Surfer wins. And that concludes this fight on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight. Next week I will have a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown for Brian Ferguson from Athens, Louisiana. But if you have any Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fights for future episodes, contact info is down there. Alright, now let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
First up is Back to the Future number 10. This is part 5 of the Continuum Conundrum story arc, where it starts off with Doc ended up losing his memory when traveling to the year 1986 in a time machine made out of a horse wagon. And Marty and Jennifer try to help him regain his memory. He starts regaining it, but very slowly. And then Marty had figured, okay, we need to go back to the future. And this is a continuation of that. All right, next up is Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps Rebirth. This is a jumping on point for everyone who wants to read Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Number 1 has not come out just yet, but while I'm thinking about it, I need to tell you about what happens at the in Green Lantern Corps Edge of Oblivion. Well, they end up defeating the Blackest Knights, and then they end up going, seemingly going back to their own time in universe, or so we think. But if this book is called Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, of course that's what's going to happen. My opinion. All right, next up is New Superman number 1. Now, this character debuted during the Last Days of Superman story arc, and this is a guy from China, or from Hong Kong, who has the same power set as Superman, and he's fighting bad guys in his home country of China. There's not much I can say than that. All right, next up is Wonder Woman number 2. This is a new Wonder Woman series, and it starts off with Wonder Woman trying to find her long-lost twin brother. She finds out that she has a twin brother in the previous volume of Wonder Woman, and his name is Jason. Just when we thought that Wonder Woman was the only child, she isn't. And I can't wait to read it. All right, next up is Action Comics number 959. This is the 3rd issue of since it returned to its original numbering. And the Superman from the original DC universe goes up against the new 52 version of Doomsday. and he doesn't go up against him alone. He also Lex Luthor. Now here's what happens. He finds out that that Lex Luthor is wearing his shield and cape, and he's like, "Oh no, I will not stand for this." Lex Luthor isn't really as sinister as the Lex Luthor from the original DC universe, but he doesn't know that. So he goes over against he's like, "Oh no, you're gonna take that off right now." The next thing you know, Doomsday shows up, and then some person claiming to be Clark Kent shows up as well. He's like, "I don't know who you are, but you are not Clark Kent." And this is a continuation of that. And then finally, Civil War II, number 3. Now, I was very angry when I read number 1, due to the death of War Machine and She-Hulk after they got killed by Thanos. And Tony Stark is out for blood. And whose blood?
Right?
Captain Marvel and just about anyone who sides with her. And this is how the Civil War gets triggered. And then and this is really because of an Inhuman named Ulysses, who can actually see into the future, and not at sheer will, but sometimes it just happens.
That's gonna be quoted today.
And he ends up getting this vision at the end of number 2 that the Hulk kills everyone. And so at the end of it, Captain Marvel finds Bruce Banner and tells him, "Look, there's something I need to tell you," and that's how it ends. And this is a continuation of that. All right, that's 6 I bought, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 7,406. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and here's the Comic Hero question of the week one more time. What is Deadpool's favorite thing to eat? Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free Comic Hero tee. And here's the hint for that. For those of y'all that have been watching for a very long time, I ate one at the very end of episode 99. And if you don't mind buying a tee from me, for adults they're $10, and for children they're $5. And also, my thoughts go out to all the to everyone who is everyone who lost their lives in Baton Rouge, Minneapolis, and Dallas, both on the giving end and receiving end. We just need to, we're supposed to be the greatest country in the world. We need to act accordingly. We need to love each other again. There was this DJ off at a radio station in Shreveport a long time ago. It said, if we spend too much time judging one another, then we're never going to have time to love one another. All right, and happy birthday to one of my good friends from Denham Springs, Louisiana, Jesse Mathern, old college roommate of mine. And I'm going, and for next week's episode, I'm going to give y'all the opportunity to help me decide on what shirt to wear. This is going to go on all the way through the end of next month. We're going to call these the Comic Hero Show, the Viewer's Choice episodes. And then in September, it's going to be Fan Appreciation Month, where I'm going to pick a certain fan that I've made a T-shirt for, and I'm going to wear it, and I'm going to make one of my own, and I'll wear it live on the show for an entire month. All right, had a lot of fun, and well, anyway, I'm Victor Nunley. I'm the Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 121, right back here at Clint's Comics. So till then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero, and beware my power.